The remaining ERPers will be hunted down and exposed.
I've had a small obsession with an obscure YouTuber known as ERP Exposure.
Word of exposure.
I've seen people already talk about your videos.
I hate how he hides the voice. A t-shirt that says ERP Exposure and a £200 Sith mask is not epic.
I think that it is epic. 5 years of exposing the repulsive ERPers. Many of you have tried vehemently to stop our efforts. In vain. You have failed. Everything that we have faced, we have overcome. By now, many of you realize the futility of opposing us. We exposed you to the galaxy, but most importantly, we exposed you to yourselves. So that you could see, so that you could understand what you had become. Some of you acknowledged the error of your ways, and some of you proclaimed your pride in the degradation of humanity, so consumed with the most vile, perverse fantasies that you despised truth and wisdom. We held the mirror to your face, and you refused to acknowledge your own reflection, because you cannot face what you are. I never sought to end ERP in its entirety. I sought to inform and educate the community about the sheer scope of this ERP, which has no place in our beloved Star Wars MMO. By ERPing, you have never gained anything for yourselves. It has only filled you with more emptiness, and no matter how many fantasies you play out, you will never be satisfied. Your depression, your fears will remain. You have to live with your misery yourselves. Roleplay, as all things, can become an unhealthy obsession. Do not allow it to become a replacement for real social interactions and romantic relationships. I joined the game as a PvPer, and for 4 years, I thought that ERP was a myth. I did not think that I would ever find such a deluded, self-obsessed group of people on this game. Nobody could ever have anticipated that there are literally hundreds of people partaking in this retardation. Do not stay within your own echo chamber. Of course, your fellow ERPers think that you are wonderfully wasting your life away. Listen to the real people on the outside who can provide you with a useful insight on how you are perceived by real women. For example, Her Majesty Queen Setaria shared a very reasonable view on ERPers and incels in this game. But some of you were not ready for the opinions of a real woman. The truth can wound deeply. If I have taught you nothing, then hear this. Do not waste your life away ERPing. Acquire a job, learn skills and acquire new hobbies. Create and grow. As the days and the weeks and the months and the years fleet by, you will find that life is very short. But perhaps some of you will never truly exit the cyber world. Sitting at the computer pretending to be someone else detaches you from a sense of personal responsibility and real-world challenges. ERP exposure is an act of love for Star Wars and the legacy of the Knights of the Old Republic. The hundreds of exposure videos will remain on YouTube to remind you of your lives pretending to be someone better than you are in real life. I sincerely apologize for your perception of me as a villain. We just caught you in the act, and you got mad because you know, deep down, that what you are doing is shameful.
So you've heard it from the horse's mouth, really. I think ERP Exposure is doing a very noble thing. He's administering justice and helping out where he can. Indeed, I've seen some of his videos and find the kinks of some of these ERPers rather disturbing. Hopefully, the work of justice will continue well into the future for the sake of all our children. And thank you for listening and enjoy your day.